we're going to do a quiz to find out if I'm autistic. The test firstly is for free. This is how it looks like. So, let's start, shall we? This is just for entertaining purposes. Don't you love my ugly nails? Yeah, this is just because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do and I feel lonely. So that's why I'm making this video. But I think these quizzes are not exactly like, don't take them, if you want to take the quiz, don't take them as like the Bible, like they may be wrong, who knows. So let's start, shall we? First question is, first of all, you choose from these bubbles here. This is how it looks like. So you choose, can you tell? Maybe you cannot tell because of the light. But you choose from strongly disagree, disagree, it depends, agree, strongly agree. So first question is, I found it difficult to understand what others are thinking or feeling. I already can feel how tricky these questions are gonna be. I do, like, should I explain myself or should I just answer the questions? Like, I do understand how people can feel, but most of the times I don't understand how people are and how they think. And since I was a small child, they will say, kids, I remember not having friends just because kids will do and think in a certain way that I found it stupid and I found it even kind of evil. So I will say I agree, just because, as I just said, since I was a very small child, I don't understand how most people think. But I think that's not because I can't. I cannot even imagine why someone will feel or think that way, So I'm just gonna put agree. Second question. I prefer to follow a routine rather than deal with unexpected changes. I prefer to follow a routine instead of dealing with unexpected changes. I will say I agree. It's tricky for me because I like surprises and I like doing different activities. I get really bored easily, but at some time, just to think that I'm gonna do something new sometimes makes me feel like lazy, or like I don't have the how do you say it, like the enthusiasm to do it. It's just like for example, I love eating and I love finding new foods to eat, but just to think that I have to go and dress and go and take the bus to get to the place makes me not want to do it, just because of all the steps that I have to do to get there. It's like in my mind, if I could just appear in the restaurant and I'll be fine. And also have to deal with people I do not know, like with strangers, like in the restaurant I have to obviously talk to people. That also makes me feel uncomfortable and makes me not want to do things. So I don't know if that's part of being autistic or not. That's just how I feel. So I selected agree. Third question. I enjoy social interactions and making new friends. Do you guys know the answer of that one? Do you guys want to answer for me? Do you enjoy social interactions and making new friends? Do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy that? Because I don't. No. I would select disagree. I can enjoy it if it were to be people that I know who they are already. So I know everyone who's gonna be at the party, then maybe. But if there are people I do not know, I'm always scared of the vibes and people just not, like, I have anxiety, so I don't really like crowds. Fourth question. I often focus intensely on specific topics of interest. Yep. Strongly agree. I often focus intensely on specific topics or interests. I do. But I don't think that's bad. I think that a way to become great at something is by being obsessed. If you're obsessed, like learning something, you're gonna become great at it because you want to learn more and you do it often. That's how I see it. Of course, don't be obsessed with something like addictive or like junk food. Don't be addicted to it, Fifth question, I believe. I found it easy to make small talk with strangers. That is a very strongly disagree. Very strongly. My first disagree is that question. That's my first disagree. The red ones are strongly disagree. I do not like small talk. I could make it if I rehearse it like an hour ago, but I cannot really. I hate it. Okay, so we clicking next. I have a strong preference for activities with clear rules and structure. I have a strong preference for activities with clear rules and structure. What do you mean? I guess it depends. I have no idea what to say in that question. I frequently notice details that others miss. Yes, strongly agree. I feel uncomfortable maintaining eye contact during conversations. I used to be I think I still am, but when I was a child, a small child, yeah. But I do it out of discomfort, like anxiety. But I think I'm not as bad as I used to be, so I would say agree. I struggle to understand sarcasm or indirect communication. Okay, what's indirect? Yeah, indirect communication. I struggle understanding sarcasm or indirect. I like sarcasm. I use it all the time. I would say it depends. Actually, I think I disagree. That will be my first disagree. Because I like sarcasm. I use sarcasm, so I think I understand it. I found loud noises or bright lights overwhelming. That is definitely strongly agree. I find bright lights and loud sounds really overwhelming. Like right now, this light that I have on my face, I don't think I can stand it for too long. That's actually one of the reasons why sometimes I don't make videos, because of the lights that I have to put. Like there's a light here and I don't mind that one, but that one that is so close to my face, this one, it is not, it gives me headaches and makes my eyes cry. Next question. I enjoy engaging in group conversations and social gatherings. Definitely not. Strongly disagree. I have difficulty understanding jokes, humor that involves wordplay. I disagree. I prefer solitary activities over social ones. Highly agree. I mean, my name, Happy Learner, is for a reason, you know. I often repeat certain behaviors with movements, hands, flopping, rocking. Okay, I have this thing that I don't know if you guys have it or anybody out there has it, that when I'm doing something in which I need to focus, I kind of need to do a movement, like whether it's my hand or like I need to do a movement. Like for example, I'm a music artist. I'm a baby music artist, and when I'm learning a song, I need to make movements with my body to remember the notes that I have to hit or to be able to perform those notes. So I don't know if that's what the question means, but yeah, I do certain movements to help me focus and just to help me relax. So I don't know if that's actually a yes or a no. I would say, oh god, I don't know. I often repeat certain behaviors or movements. I would say I agree, but it's usually just to relax me or to so I can focus. I get upset if my daily routine is disturbed. Do I get upset? I think, gosh, I don't know. Okay, I guess it depends. I like eating fruit in the morning, and it's something that I need to have every day. And if I don't have my fruit in the morning, I feel sad or sometimes grumpy. So I always need to have fruit. Is that a routine? I guess it is. I would say it depends, honestly. It depends. Got so many questions. I found it hard to predict how others will react in social situations. I'm in solid social situations that I do not know, so I will tell it depends. I am comfortable with sudden changes in plans. I guess it depends. I often take things literally and struggle with abstract concepts. I disagree. I can easily recognize and interpret. Recognize and interpret facial expressions. Oh man, I don't know. I don't go out enough to know. I don't see people enough to know. I have no idea. So select, it depends. I prefer to work alone rather than in a team. Highly agree. Gosh. I feel overwhelmed in crowded or noisy environments. Strongly agree. I enjoy discussing a wide variety of topics with different people. I love discussing about philosophy and like religion and like things about the world and like deep stuff. I really enjoy talking to people about that. Like, it's very, I guess, like Gemini of me, but I like having that stimulation of intellectual conversation. However, I don't talk to people much. Like face to face, I wouldn't like to have a discussion about it. I sort of prefer it like in the internet or like in text. But that's a pretty question for me. I enjoy discussing a variety of topics with different people. I would have to say I agree, but it's tricky for me because I'm much rather talk to people not in a face-to-face, but more like what I would call it saved, like in a text, or if I know the person well, like I know that they're safe, that I most like, then yeah, it's fine. But it's just different people, and I don't know. I'm just not so agree. I have difficulty performing and maintaining friendships. Do I? I would say it depends. I often feel that I am different from others, and yeah, strongly agree. I have specific interests that I am extremely knowledgeable about. I highly agree on that. Like, I like learning deeply into something that I'm interested. I used to say to myself when I was a child that I have like, it's me and then my brain. It's like two different people. Like, things that don't interest me, like things I don't care about, I can learn them. Like, my brain will refuse to learn a subject that I find boring or mundane, or it's like, you don't need to know this. What are you gonna use this for? Like, I feel like my brain is a different person. But things that I like that interest me, I'm like, you know, like an Einstein of it. Like, I know everything about it. So, I don't know if that's a trait or if it's just regular. Okay, next. Okay, so it seems like we hit these. It says, understanding begins with awareness. Every answer you share helps uncover how you've experienced the world, from communication to patterns of thinking and behavior. This is your first step towards better self-understanding. Continue. Oh my god, that's it? Wait, what happened? More questions. I thought I was gonna tell the answer that we have more questions. Okay. I easily pick up on social cues and unspoken rules. Bro, I don't know. I find comfortable repeating behavior or rituals. Yeah, I like doing things that I'm familiar with, so yes. I struggle to understand nonverbal communication. Gestures, tone of voice, no, I disagree on that. I strongly disagree on that. I think I enjoy spontaneous activities and surprises. Again, I like surprises. I really like if my mom were to like text me and be like, hey, we're going to Spain, I'd be like, oh my god, you know, like I was super excited. So I do like surprises. However, it depends on what kind of surprise. So I guess it depends. I sometimes get so absorbed in a topic that I lose track of time. That is definitely me. That's like beyond strongly agree. Can we just get the freaking results? I often prefer factual conversations over emotional ones. No, I disagree. I like both. I find it easy to empathize with others. Highly agree. I sometimes find it difficult to know when it's my turn to speak in a conversation. That is highly agree. I found it very difficult many times when there's like a crowd of people and it's like I never know should I talk now or not. Mostly if it's a stranger. If it's someone that I know, I kinda have a feeling, but if it's someone I do not know, it's hard for me. I feel drained after social interactions. Highly agree. I have difficulty processing multiple sensory inputs at once. I'm not a multitasker. I hate multitasking, so I would say I agree. I rarely get anxious in social situations. Strongly disagree. I have strong sensitivity to textures. Yes, this one is actually something I suffer from a lot. I'm very like sensitive. Like certain clothes, I don't stand it. Certain like textures make me feel uncomfortable. Like the t-shirt, for example, it's made of like plastic, but I feel like it's not made of cotton 100%, and this plastic makes me feel like I'm suffocating. Like like when I put it on, I could feel the heat of the material. Usually when it's like cotton, it breathes better, so it's sort of like more breathable, and I don't feel like I'm suffocating. And I know that it's not really that hot, and I know that it's not like I'm suffocating. It's just my mind feeling uncomfortable with this material. However, oh my god, it looks like, and I have nothing clean to wear, so I most likely want to take it off after this. Okay, so yeah, strongly agree. I do have whatever I just said. I often analyze social interactions to understand what went wrong. Highly agree. I do that. I enjoy trying new foods and experiences. Again, I love new foods. I love actually surprises and like new things to do. But just to think that I have to get myself out there and do them among other humans in unexpected events is what stops me. So I would say I highly agree, but again, not really. I sometimes struggle with coordination or fine motor skills. Like I'm clumsy? I don't know. I don't think I'm clumsy. I would say depends. I am naturally skilled at recognizing patterns. I do not know. I don't pay attention to myself that much, so I would say it depends. I find it easy to engage in small talk. I already say no. Why is the question repeating? I often feel overwhelmed by social expectations. Yeah, I do feel overwhelmed with social expectations. I enjoy working on detailed and repetitive tasks. I actually do. I can easily adapt to new environments and routines. It depends. And actually, the last one, I enjoy working on detailed and repetitive tasks. I love detail and I love repeating tasks, but at the same time, I do get bored easily. So I just agree. Highly agree. My God, we have more questions. I struggle to maintain eye contact while listening to someone. Highly agree. Actually, I cannot pay attention to what someone is saying if I have to look at their eyes. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm paying attention to you when you're talking, I need to do this. I need to look away. Otherwise, if I'm like that, I won't listen to you. It is something that I do not know where it comes from, but it has happened to me since I was a kid that I can't pay attention to you. At least if I look at you like that, I can't pay attention. I have to look away to pay attention. I often miss social clues that others pick up. I honestly do not know. I prefer logical explanations over emotional ones. It all depends. If it have to be logical to understand a task, I do prefer it to be like a logical explanation. But if it's something that has to do with emotions, obviously, then I do want the emotional aspect of it. So I'm gonna say it depends. I get deeply interested in specific topics for long periods. Highly agree. I have trouble making sense of reading social cues. Oh wait, I have trouble making sense of unwritten social rules. I agree. I mean, if someone gives me something like a task to do, I much rather see it on a paper than just hear it, because my brain is not going to actually pay attention to words. Like, I need to see it. So yeah, you're discovering your patterns. You're exploring how you interact, communicate, and respond to different situations. This awareness builds up a clear picture of your unique traits and strengths. I don't know why he likes to tell me like this thing here. I thought we were finished, but there are more questions. Yay! I feel nervous when talking to people I do not know. Yeah, I highly agree. I can quickly adjust my behavior in different social settings. I will say it depends. I think I'm good at, like, if someone is hyper and I have to be hyper to survive, I'm gonna be hyper. If someone is calm and I have to be calm to survive, I'm gonna be calm. As in, like, if it's like for survival, I can do it. I tend to take people's words at face value. Agree. I enjoy making eye contact when talking to someone. Disagree. I often repeat phrases or words I have heard before. Agree. I found it easy to share my emotions with others. It depends. I prefer deep, focused conversations over casual chatting. Highly agree. I enjoy meeting new people and quickly feel comfortable with them. Highly disagree. I have trouble understanding and reading social cues. Agree. I get extremely focused on tasks and may forget to take a break. Highly agree. I enjoy socializing in large groups. Disagree. I struggle with multiple tasking. Disagree. I can read between the lines when people speak. I can read between the lines when people speak. I don't know. I have strong dislike for certain sounds and textures. I highly agree. I prefer having a predictable schedule. I don't know. Between. I can easily recognize sarcasm. Depends. I sometimes get lost in my own thoughts and ignore the world around me. Highly agree. I struggle to make eye contact even when I try. I mean, I can do it, but I will be doing this, like I will make I will make eye contact and then move away. I am very detail oriented. I think I agree on one of the things that I like. I dislike small talk and find it difficult. Highly agree. I can easily tell when someone is joking. Depends. I enjoy trying new activities and experiences. Depends. I often prefer working with numbers or facts over working with people. Yeah, I have difficulty understanding body language. It depends. I prefer structured environments with clear rules. Well, I don't want complicated rules, so I guess it depends. Almost there. Oh my god. The question. I can comfortably talk to strangers. Disagree. I have a hard time dealing with uncertainty. Highly agree. I hear uncertainty. There's more questions. Really hope this is for free. I prefer to avoid eye contact in most situations. I agree. I often find myself analyzing social situations after they happen. Highly agree. I struggle to engage in conversations that do not interest me. Highly agree. I can easily interpret other people's emotions based on their tone of voice. I think I can, but it depends. I enjoy following set routines and dislike unplanned changes. It depends. It all depends. I feel like I'm mostly into. I can't believe there's still so many questions here. Okay. I often feel like I am different from others in how I think and perceive things. Highly agree. I can quickly pick up on other people's moods. I think it depends. I dislike being in environments with too much noise. Highly agree. I find actually good. I love music and I love concerts, but most of the time when I go to concerts, I get such a big headache because of the loud music. Even though I like the music and the bright lights, that I don't enjoy it. So yeah, I find abstract concepts difficult to understand. Entirely disagree actually. I like abstract concepts. I naturally understand and follow unspoken social norms. It all depends. What are we trying to say here? I often take longer than others to respond in conversations. Yeah, kind of. I find it easy to express my feelings through words. Actually, I do. I tend to focus on details rather than the bigger picture. I think it depends. I enjoy engaging in creative and abstract thinking. I actually do. So yes, I feel uncomfortable when I am in a group but not actively participating. No, I want to be in the shadows. I often struggle to interpret figurative language or metaphors. No, I disagree. I can easily switch between different tasks without getting overwhelmed. It all depends. I find myself mimicking others' behaviors or speech patterns in social situations. I disagree. I think I speak like myself. However, maybe it depends, because sometimes if I hang out with someone that has like a British accent, I kind of pick it and I start having a British accent for a while. But I think I do it out of fun and boredom. Like, for example, like I can pick up accents kind of easily, I think, sometimes. So I don't know, maybe it depends. But according to me, I do it because I'm bored. I struggle with activities that require a lot of coordination. Disagree. I prefer logical explanations over emotional reasoning. It all depends. Oh my god. Okay, I knew this was not gonna give me the free results. I knew it, guys. Even though it said it was a free quiz, it's saying now, please know your results may surprise you. This is okay. I don't know if it's telling me I need to pay, so I understand. Okay, is it coming true? Do you often notice small details that others might miss? It's giving me more questions. I'm suffering right now. Okay. I was judging too early. I think he's gonna give us our results, but somehow it's giving more questions. Are you sensitive to sounds? Like, yeah, man, I already told you like 3 times. It repeats questions too much. I don't know if it does it so you actually answer properly. It's asking for my email. I don't know. Why should we send you Autistic results? Oh, okay, fine. I'll give you my email, but I don't trust you. I hope they're for free. Hooray, your Autistic assignment is ready. Get my results. I think it's gonna ask me for money after I click this. Yeah, use the credit card. I hate when they do that because it said it was for free. Like I can show you, and now it's asking for like my credit card. And like, obviously it's not for free anymore. But it did said it was for free, so we just wasted precious lifetime trying to know if I'm autistic or not. Well, guys, I'm sorry. We'll never know. It'll be a mystery. But I hope that was actually relaxing, entertaining. And I'll let you know now not to get this quiz because it lied to us and said it was a pretty easy. I don't have a $2.25. So, do you want to take this quiz? Daddy says it's free, but it's not. Don't take it. I think later on I am going to try to find another one that is totally free. And if I do, I'll do a second part. But anyways, it was just for fun. It was just for fun. I think the best way to know if you're autistic or not is to go to the doctor. Right? But it's so expensive. That's not ever gonna happen. However, I hope you enjoy these. And I hope you're more relaxed now. And I'll see you in the next video. Adios. Ciao.